I'm having a little technical difficulty there, but okay, here we go. So this is the BBC. I'm going to read this article here. This is mass arrests and nationwide U.S. immigration crackdown. So Trump in his first week now is committed to clean up the border, obviously, to put more agents, more ICE agents out there to collect the illegal immigrants and the dangerous criminals that are coming across the border, or, in various places, mostly illegally, obviously. And he's shipping their ass back to their original countries, which is great. I think most people are encouraging of this. Let me read this article a little bit. A nationwide immigration crackdown on Sunday resulted in the arrest of 956 people, the most since Donald Trump returned to power, according to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is ICE. A number of federal agencies with newly expanded detention powers were involved in the raids in a number of cities, including Chicago, Newark, and Miami. Trump came to power after making mass deportations of undocumented immigrants a central campaign promise. His predecessor, Joe Biden, carried out an average of 311 immigration deportations daily, according to ICE, mostly individuals who had committed crimes. So he was ignoring the people that, when they say this, okay, so right away when they say this, who had committed crimes, if you come in illegally, that is the definition of committing a crime. But what they mean is that people that came in illegally then also committed crimes. So, obviously they're coming in illegal. They have no problem committing crimes. So, since taking office, Trump has carried out 21 executive actions to overhaul the U.S. immigration system. Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, was in Chicago to oversee the operation there, but his federal crackdown has made Democratic leaders unhappy. Of course it has. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson acknowledged the ICE enforcement activity, saying Chicago police were not involved in reminding residents to know their rights. In Miami on Sunday, federal law enforcement agencies conducted several immigration enforcement actions, the city's Homeland Security investigation said on social media. This included ICE's local office, Miami, detaining undocumented migrants on various offenses. So they put 1,500 active duty troops are headed to the U.S.-Mexico border as well. And then there's some other things that he's doing right now. Obviously, it's just his first week. So, he's coming out blazing, but, it takes a little bit of time to get this ship moving. It's a big ship, right? So good stuff. Good stuff in the first week, though. Here's some of his executive actions. To date, as of 11 o'clock this morning, this is CNN Politics, so they're tracking. I guess they're okay for this, even though they're dog shit as well. He's done 54 executive actions, 19 being the federal government, including 4 DEI. Immigration, there's 8 actions on that. Climate and energy, 6 actions. Economy, 6 actions. National security, 4 actions. Foreign policy, 3 actions. And other is 8 actions. And included in that other is that wonderful one that we know that hopefully we'll all get to see fairly soon, the declassification of the records concerning the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who I'm actually the most excited to see because I think the other ones are pretty kind of overt, obviously very political and such, but the Reverend Martin Luther King wasn't supposed to be as political of a thing, but it clearly is. So I'm just most interested in that one. But you know what? I think he's done a really good job. I don't know what you guys are saying over here. Let me see here. Let me read a couple of these comments you're saying here. At least Trump broke the DEI spell. Here, DEI is a permanent feature. Yeah. In some places, it really is. Here, where I am too, in Canada, I don't think it's going anywhere for a while. So, unfortunately, it's dog shit here to stay, and we all got to eat it. I don't believe that. Just look at average IQ per race. Oh, you're talking about merit and such. Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean IQ isn't a full definitive outlier of how people are going to do in different jobs and things like that, right? So it's just one. The floppies here fight between tribes for who's more deserving of it. 1,500 for the whole border seems a little thin on the ground. Yeah, well, 1,500 good trained military personnel on the border, as well as extras, whatever's already there. It's a good start, at least. I'm sure it'll help. But so I think he's doing a good job right now. Popularity polls right now show he's doing pretty damn good. He's over 50%, which is which is not really. I mean, he's only been in office for a week, so people are already heavily anticipating, and they like a lot of things that he's doing right now that he said he's going to do, which is, it's nice to see a president actually follow through with what they say they're going to do. Whether you agree with it or not, at least you know that when that person says a thing, then you know what they're saying is what's going to happen, right? As opposed to somebody talking out of both sides of their mouth. And I don't know, in my opinion, that's just worse.